all the 64 tribes of South Sudan. So without wasting time, let's begin. Number 1. Acholi. The Acholi people are an Nilotic ethnic group of Luo peoples found in Magui County in South Sudan and northern Uganda in an area commonly referred to as Acholi land. Approximately 2.1 million Acholi were counted in the Uganda census of 2014 and 45,000 more were living in South Sudan in 2000. Number 2. Aja. Aja are an ethnic group in the South Sudan state of Western El Barghazal. They mostly live along the upper reaches of the Sopo River. Number 3. Anuak. The Anuak are a Luo Nilotic ethnic group inhabiting parts of East Africa. The Anuak belong to the larger Luo family group. Their language is referred to as the Anywa. They are primarily found in Gambela region in western Ethiopia, South Sudan, as well as Sudan. Number 4. Atuot. The Atuot or Rail are a Nilotic ethnic group of South Sudan who live near Ural in eastern Lake State. They comprise a majority of the population in the Payam of Ural West. Number 5. Avukaya. Avukaya is an ethnic group of South Sudan. Some members of this ethnic group have fled to the Democratic Republic of the Congo due to persecution. About 50,000 members of this ethnic group live in South Sudan. The Avukaya traditionally live in a rainforest area in Equatoria close to the Democratic Republic of Congo in southern Sudan. Number 6. Bai. The Bai people is an ethnic group speaking the language Bai in South Sudan. The Bai language is a Niger-Congo language. Several thousand persons belong to this group. The Bai people mostly inhabit the southern Sudanese state of Western Bahr el Ghazal. Number 7. Baka. The Baka are an ethnic group from the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Western Equatoria in South Sudan. They are mainly Christians. Number 8. Belandabor or Bor. The Belandabor are an ethnic group in numbering about 40,000 to 50,000 people living in the South Sudan states of Western Equatoria and Western Bahr el Ghazal. They speak the Belandabor language. However, most are bilingual in Belandaviri. Number 9. Belandaviri. The Belandaviri are an ethnic group living in the South Sudanese states of Western Bahr el Ghazal and Western Equatoria. They number about 1,350,000 and speak Biri, one of the Ubangian languages. Number 10. Banda. The Banda people are an ethnic group of the Central African Republic. They are likewise found in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Cameroon, and South Sudan. They were severely affected by slave raids of the 19th century and slave trading out of Africa. Under French colonial rule, most converted to Christianity but retain elements of their traditional religious systems and values. Number 11. Bari. The Bari are a tribe of Karo, Nilotic people inhabiting South Sudan. The Bari speak the Bari language as a mother tongue, which belongs to the Nilotic family. Number 12. Binga. The Binga are an ethnic group living in the South Sudanese state of Western Bahr el Ghazal and in Darfur. They speak a dialect of Yulu. Number 13. Bongo. The Bongo are a Central Sudanese-speaking ethnic group living at the eastern side of the Albert Nile River in northwestern Uganda and in neighboring South Sudan in small, scattered settlements south and east of Wau. They speak the Bongo language, one of the Bongo-Baka languages. Number 14. Boya or Larim. The Boya are a Surmik ethnic group numbering 20,000 to 25,000 people living in Budi County, part of the Greater Kapoeta region of the South Sudanese state of the erstwhile Eastern Equatoria. The language of the Boya is the Surmik Narim language, related to that of the Didinga, Tenet, and Murle in South Sudan. Number 15. Burun or Maban. Burun is an ethnic group of Sudan and South Sudan. They live in and around the Upper Nile Valley in northern part of Maiwut state. They speak Burun, a Nilotic language. Number 16. Didinga. The Didinga are a Surmik ethnic group that occupy the Didinga Mountains regions in Budi County, Eastern Equatoria State in South Sudan. They live in the valleys, on the plateaus and slopes, and on the adjacent plains of the region. Their neighbors include the Toposa, Turkana, Boya, Ketebo, Logir, Ik, Dodos, and Dogotona peoples. Number 17. Dinka. The Dinka tribe, also known as Jieng, are a Nilotic ethnic group native to South Sudan with sizable diaspora population abroad. The Dinka mostly live along the Nile, from Bor to Reng in the region of Bahr el Ghazal, Upper Nile region, and the Abyei area of the Ngok Dinka in South Sudan. Number 18. Dongotono. Dongotono is an ethnic group of South Sudan. They live around the Dongotono Mountains in eastern Equatorial State of South Sudan. Their main towns are Isoke, Payam, Isoke, and Ikotos. They speak a variety of the Nilotic Lotuko language, specifically Dongotono. Many of them are Catholic. Number 19, Baya or Kerish. Kerish, also known ambiguously as Baya, is a Central Sudanese language of South Sudan. Number 20, Golo. The Golo are an ethnic group living in the South Sudanese state of Western Bahr el Ghazal. The area occupied by the Golo lies to the west of the town of Wau. Number 21, Ifoto. The Ifoto are an ethnic group living in eastern Equatorial State, South Sudan. They speak a dialect of the Lotuko language. Number 22, Imatong. The Imatong are an ethnic group living in eastern Equatorial State, South Sudan. They also speak a dialect of the Lotuko language. Number 23, Indri. Indri are the members of an ethnic group of South Sudan. Most of them are Muslims. The number of persons in this group is about 1,000. They speak Indri, a Ubangian language. Number 24, Jie. The Jie, also known as Jie, are an ethnic group living in the Kathangor Hills in eastern Equatorial State, South Sudan. They speak a dialect of the Toposa language. Number 25, Jurbeli. The Jurbeli, also known as Jurbiel and Beli, are an ethnic group living in South Sudan in Bahr el Ghazal region. Number 26, Jurmananger. The Jurmananger or Mananger are an ethnic group numbering 20,000 to 30,000 people living in Gogrial district of South Sudan. They speak a Western Nilotic language related to Luo and Shilluk. Number 27, Kakwa. The Kakwa people are a Nilotic ethnic group and part of the Karo people found in northwestern Uganda, southwestern South Sudan, and northeastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, particularly to the west of the White Nile River. Number 28, Kaligi. Kaligi or Feroge in Arabic is an ethnic group in South Sudan. Most of its members are Muslims. The number of persons in this group is above 10,000. They live in Bahr el Ghazal. Number 29, Kara. The Kara are an ethnic group inhabiting South Sudan and the Central African Republic. They speak the Gula language and Nilo-Saharan, which is a Central Sudanese language. The Kara religion is an animist faith. As a population, they exceed 100,000 members. They mainly live in South Sudan's western Bahr el Ghazal state. Number 30, Keliko or Kaliko. Keliko or Kaliko is an ethnic group from both South Sudan and Democratic Republic of the Congo, and few moved to Uganda. Most members of this ethnic group are Christians. In DRC, they are called Kaliko Umi, more especially from Laibo, Mado, Aubwa, Auzi, and so on. There is a slight pronunciation between Kaliko people in South Sudan and those in DRC. Number 31, Ketebo. The Ketebo people are an ethnic group in South Sudan. The Ketebo are inhabitants of Bira, which is the land of the Ketebo. Bira, which was a Ugandan protectorate until 1925 and was transferred to Sudan's administration in 1926. The Ketebo are sometimes referred to by the Dinka as Locheha or Locheka. Number 32, Kuku. The Kuku are a tribe of the Karo people from South Sudan. They inhabit the agricultural lands of Kajokeji County in central Equatoria State. The Kuku speak a Kuku dialect, also called Kuku. Number 33, Lango. Lango is a community of Paranilotic language-speaking people originating in South Sudan. They are nomadic agriculturists and pastoralists. The Lango live in the Equator County area of eastern Equatorial State. The region borders Uganda to the south, and their inhabitants are sharing ancestral lines with the Lango and Acholi of Uganda. Number 34, Logir. The Logir are an ethnic group numbering a few thousand people living in eastern Equatorial State, South Sudan. They speak a dialect of the original Otuho language, and their language is the most grammatical and richest language in terms of words among any other Otuho speakers. Number 35, Lokoya. The Lokoya are an ethnic group who broke out from the Otuho nation, numbering about 30,000 people living in between Jubek State and eastern Equatorial State, South Sudan. Number 36, Lopit. The Lopit people are an ethnic group found in eastern Equatorial State, South Sudan. Traditionally, they refer to themselves as Donge in plural or Dongioni singular. The Lopit number 160,000 to 200,000 people living in the area in the Lopit Mountains, which extend from the east to the north of Torit. Number 37, Lugbara. The Lugbara are a central Sudanese ethnic group who live primarily in the West Nile region of Uganda. in the adjoining area of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, with a few living in South Sudan. They speak the Lugbara language, a Central Sudanic Nilotic language similar to the language spoken by the Mahdi, with whom they also share many cultural similarities. Number 38, Lotuko. The Otuho people, also known as Lotuko or Latuka, are a Nilotic ethnic group whose traditional home is the eastern equatorial state of South Sudan. Some of their villages are Oronyo, Oudo, Angario, Tirangore, Hiala, Obira, Abalua, Ilieu, Ifoto, Imurok, and many more. Number 39, Lulubo or Olubo. Olubo is a Central Sudanic ethnic group in the equatorial region of South Sudan. They speak the Olubo language as their mother tongue. They are also known as the Lulubo people by their neighbors, but their preferred self-designation is Olubo. Number 40, Luo or Jurchol. The Luo, also called Jurchol and Luo of the Barel Ghazal, are a Nilotic ethnic group that live in the western parts of South Sudan. They are part of a larger group of ethno-linguistically related Luo peoples of East Africa. They speak the Jur language, which is a northern Luo language. Number 41, Mahdi. The Mahdi are a Central Sudanic speaking language that live in Pageri County in South Sudan and the districts of Adjumani and Moyo in Uganda. From south to north, the area runs from Nimule at the South Sudan-Uganda border to Nyolo River, where the Mahdi mingle with the Acholi, the Bari, and the Lulubo. From the east to west, it runs from Parajok or Magui to Uganda across the River Nile. Number 42, Makaraka or Adio. The Adio, also called Idio or Makaraka, are an ethnic group indigenous to Central Africa, closely related to the powerful Zande or Niam Niam, occupying Barel Ghazal west of Lado. They came originally from the country of the Kibats, north of the Wele River. They do not extract the incisors. Number 43, Mangayat. The Mangayat, also known as Bugwa and Bukwa, are an ethnic group living in the South Sudanese state of Western Barel Ghazal. They speak Mangayat, a Niger-Congo language. The number of persons in this ethnic group likely is below 1,000. Number 44, Morokodo. The Morokodo are an ethnic group numbering over 40,000 people living in the South Sudanese state of Western Equatoria. They speak Morokodo language, a Central Sudanic language. Number 45, Moru. Moru is an ethnic group of South Sudan. Most of them live in Western Equatoria. They speak Moru, a Central South Sudanic language. Many members of this ethnicity are Christians, most being members of the Episcopal Church of the South Sudan, ECS. Number 46, Mundari. Mundari is an ethnic group in South Sudan in Equatorial region, and specifically in Terekeka. Number 47, Mundu. Mundu is an ethnic group in Western Equatoria in South Sudan. Its population in Sudan is about 50,000 to 60,000 people. They speak Mundu, a Ubangian language. Number 48, Murle. The Murle are a Surmik ethnic group inhabiting the Pibor County and Boma area in Greater Pibor Administrative Area, South Sudan, as well as parts of southwestern Ethiopia. They have also been referred as Beir by the Dinka and as Jebe by the Luo and Nuer, among others. Number 49, Ndogo. The Ndogo are ethnic group from the South Sudan and part of the Fertit. They have an estimated population of 40,000 scattered around Wau, Raja, and Deim Zubir. Number 50, Ngulgule. Ngulgule is an ethnic group of South Sudan living just north of the confluence of the Sopo and Boro rivers. They are one of 7 distinct ethnicities comprising the Daju people. They speak Nja Gulgule, a Nilo-Saharan language. Most of them are Muslims. The population of this group is less than 1,000. Number 51, Nuer. The Nuer people are a Nilotic ethnic group concentrated in the greater Upper Nile region of South Sudan. They also live in the Ethiopian region of Gambela. The Nuer speak the Nuer language, which belongs to the Nilotic language family. They are the second largest ethnic group in South Sudan. Number 52, Nyangatom. The Nyangatom, also known as Donyiro, are pejoratively as Bume and Nilotic agropastoralists inhabiting the border of southwestern Ethiopia, southeastern South Sudan, and the Ilemi Triangle. They speak Nyangatom language. Number 53, Nyangwara. The Nyangwara are an ethnic group numbering between 25,000 and 30,000 people living in the South Sudan in the state of Central Equatoria. They are part of the Karo people, which also includes the Bari, Mundari, Kakwa, Kuku, and Pojulu tribes. They speak Kutuk and Nyangwara. Number 54, Pari. Pari oral history says the people migrated from the north and west to Lafon County in Equatoria Province, where they lived in 6 villages at the foot of Lipul Hill or Jebel Lafon, as well as growing crops such as sorghum and keeping cattle, goats and sheep. They hunted and fished. The 1982 census put the total population at approximately 11,000 people. Number 55, Pojulu. The Pojulu or Pajulu tribe is one of the savanna land in the White Nile Valley in the Equatorial region of South Sudan. They are Nilotic people and part of the Karo people, which also includes Bari, Mundari, Kakwa, Uku, and Nyangwara. Number 56, Sere. The Sere are an ethnic group numbering over 10,000 people living in the South Sudanese state of Western Bahr el Ghazal. Their old home was a place called Ndedegumva or Ndedekumba, said to be recorded on the maps of old explorers. Number 57, Shilluk. The Shilluk or Cholo are a major Luo Nilotic ethnic group of southern Sudan, living on both banks of the river Nile in the city of Malakal. Before the Second Sudanese Civil War, the Shilluk also lived in the settlements of the northern bank of the Sobat River, close to where the Sobat joins the Nile. Number 58, Suri or Kichepo. Kichepo are a Surmic ethnic group of South Sudan and the southern nations, nationalities and peoples region of Ethiopia. They speak Kichepo, a dialect of Kachipo Balesi, which is part of the Surmic language family. The population of this group is above 10,000 people. Number 59, Tenet. The Tenet people are an ethnic group in South Sudan. Their language is also called Tenet. Their neighbors, the Lopit, as well as the Lotuho, refer to them as Irenge. Tenet had adopted the culture of Lopit, but they have their own traditional dances, such as Lalu. Number 60, Thuri or Shat. The Thuri, also known as Shat, and Luo people of South Sudan, they speak the Thuri, a Luo language that is similar to the Jur and Dinka languages. Having been perceived as close to the Dinka people, the Thuri were targets of ethnic violence during the Second Sudanese Civil War. Number 61, Toposa. The Toposa are an ethnic group in South Sudan living in the greater Capoeira region of the erstwhile Eastern Equatoria state. They have traditionally lived by herding cattle, sheep, and goats, and in the past were involved in the ivory trade. They have a tradition of constant low-level warfare, usually cattle raids against their neighbors. Number 62, Uduk. The Uduk are a Nilo-Saharan group from Eastern Sudan. They call themselves Kwanimpa and are culturally and linguistically related to neighboring communities such as the Gumus and the Kwama from the Sudan-Ethiopia borderland. Due to the recent war in southern Sudan, they have been forced to emigrate to other countries, especially Ethiopia. Following the peace agreement in 2005, some Uduk have started to return home. Number 63, Yulu. Yulu is an ethnic group in Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Sudan, and South Sudan. They speak Yulu, a Nilo-Saharan language. The population of this group is at several thousand. Number 64, Azande or Zande. The Azande are an Ubangian ethnic group in Central Africa. They live in south-central and southwestern part of South Sudan, southeastern Central African Republic, and northeastern parts of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Azande of South Sudan live in central, western Equatoria, and western Bahr el Ghazal states, Ye, Maridi, Yambio, Tombura, Wao Town, and Momoi